All right, good morning. You all warm positive vibrations. This is Body-Culinary, aka Kwasa Peaceful Eating, and we are in the month of my birth, so we're celebrating the month of my birth. You're welcome to join me. This is our 5 a.m. workout. So please have your heart rate monitors on. During the week, we're setting up Monday through Friday for functional training. So that's our specialty here, functional training, which is really mastering your small space. There's a lot you can do, all natural, with no drugs, no chemicals, no machines, right in the privacy of your own home. So my heart rate monitor is set for functional training. If you have a fitness tracker, our heart rate monitor. Use whatever it is that you have available that you've already invested your money in. No need to go out and break the bank, right? So if you have an Apple Watch, any of those things, make sure you have it turned on. That's going to keep you safe and also give you some positive feedback on how your body's responding to the movement practice. So crack a window. Make sure you have something to wipe your face. I know I'm usually pouring with sweat throughout our workout. So make sure you have 20 ounces of water. So I have my water right here. Where's your water? This is your perfect excuse to knock down 20 ounces of water if you're in the nutritional reset. You know, we have our green water after that, and then we have our fresh fruit. We have a nice, simple rhythm. This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. So my heart rate right now is currently at 78 beats per minute. Check yours, what it is. And you can also, I'm going to start mine. Training started. So you can leave the voice prompt on your heart rate monitor. I'm at 75 beats per minute. So if on a scale of 1 to 10, RPE, rate of perceived effort, or rate of perceived exertion, that means I'm not doing much of anything. I can also tap that so I can see my heart rate represented as a percentage. So I'm at 42%, just to put that into a context. So you need to make sure that you are safe, you're cleared from your medical doctor to move. If you are a silver fox or somebody that's deconditioned, you can do a lot of the modifications. Again, you can keep your heart rate monitor on the voice prompt to help you. If you feel like you're working at a 10 and your heart is working at a 10, you can slow down, lift your knees to your chest so you can pump some blood back up to your heart. So get your raga, your thing to wipe your face, have the heart rate monitor on. If you have questions about what my favorite heart rate monitor is or other details, we have coaching every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's whole, fresh, living foods and fitness as a lifestyle. So I'm really cutting out the guesswork as to why you have the results that you have. And also our focus is longevity, being pain-free as long as possible, warding off any kind of dementia. Things could happen, though our goal, right, to get into action is to make significant tangible deposits into the 401k of your health every single day. Health is cumulative, just like disease. It's your habits. So whatever you have walking around, it's just a signature of what you've been doing. All right, so I only burn 2 calories because I'm running my jabbers. So I'm going to start with just our body weight, getting our bodies nice and warmed up. I can see exactly what my heart is doing here. Good morning to all my Facebook people. Facebook, I'm not usually on Facebook, but Facebook doesn't want to let us be on great this morning. So I don't know if that's going to come on. So maybe we stay on my Instagram family because I have nieces and I have nephews, and it's very important. It's really important to me to move, right? To set an example of fitness. It's important to me. Is it important to you? Because it's definitely important to me as someone that comes from a family history of morbid pattern of morbid obesity, diabetes, heart disease, all the comorbidities. They travel together in packs, right? So a lot of it, type 2 diabetes is a result of our lifestyle. Type 3 is a progression of type 2 that is dementia, and it is official. They're already moving upwards to type 6. So it's for you. I'm not here to tell grown folks what to do, but 3 things that you have access to: garden therapy, peaceful consumption food that loves you back, and a daily movement practice. All right, let's get it moving. So if you don't have a broomstick, you can extend your arms same height as your shoulders. I like to use my waist beads as just a marker to take my pelvis and tuck it under so I'm not shortening my lower back. That's pinching the lower back. If you squeeze your glutes a little bit, your hip joint will open up. Belly button drawn into the spine. You're going to kick up, same foot, same hand, kick it up. So it's 1, 2. Try not to drop the arms down. 4, breathe deep. 5, 6, 7, 8, breathe deep, 9, 10, 11, 12, nice and easy, 13, 14, arms are straight, 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Getting the heart rate up. Heart rate says 64%. Now, if you've been moving with me longer, you may notice over time it becomes harder for your heart rate to get up. That's what we want. So next movement, elbows in, knuckles pointed toward the ceiling. You're going to stand back and press. So make sure your back knee does not slam into the floor. Step back and press, same side. 2, 3, standing work, leg is working. And it's 4, step back, press it up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite side. Step it back. 1, 2, breathe deep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are improving fitness. 9. Good. And 10. So you just want to get the body nice and open. So nice and easy. You're going to step forward with the forward press. So we just step to the rear, elbows are in, step forward, press it up. Same side. 2, 3. You can shorten the movement, make it small if you need to. 4, 5, 6. If you feel pain in your joints, stop. 7, listen to your body. 8, 9, 10. Opposite side. Tuck your pelvis under. Belly button re-engage to your spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a moving meditation. 7, 8, 9. It's dynamic stretching. And 10. So, opposite side again. Step forward. This time, take the stick over to the side. That's going to give you a deep stretch on this side. Come back center, opposite side. Step forward. Now, stick comes over to the opposite side. I'm pulling up and out of my hip. Ooh. You might not have realized it was so crunched up. Again, alternate sides. Press the stick up. Drop it over to the side. You want to pull up and out of the hip. Ooh. That's a deep stretch. Opposite side. And stick goes to the opposite side. Ah. Ooh. Next movement pattern. So if you need help with your balance, you can put the stick. You can touch it to the floor. Try to keep it upright. So most people, especially men, a lot of people don't like balancing exercises, but balance is very, very important to your ankles, knees, hips, and joint stability. So you can hold the stick here, the same leg the stick is going to be moving. Cross your foot across the opposite knee. Make your hips go back and down. Sit down. Let this knee open out to the side. You're going to feel a tremendous stretch around the side of your hip. It's also gluten is traveling right up to your lower back. Let that knee fall open to the side and stand. Sit it down. So even if I lifted my foot a little bit, I want this knee to open out to the side. That's a deep stretch. One more time. Sit your hips and glutes back. So not forward, they go back. Good, opposite side. So make sure your toes are not gripping the floor. I'm going to cross my foot, same foot on the side of the stick. Let your hips reach back. I want the knee to open out to the side so I feel a stretch around my hip and glute, and it travels to my lower back and stand. Again, cross and sit. Good, one more time, cross and sit. These are dynamic stretches. So a lot of us are so tight. If you're really tight, you go immediately and start lifting heavy weights. You could likely pull something. So I'm going to go down to the floor. I love a lot of core work because a lot of us have issues with our back. Come down to the floor, spread your fingertips. You're in tabletop position. So you're going to tuck your hips under, draw your belly button into your spine. Press your hands into the floor, index finger, pinky, and thumb. Your elbows are straight and right underneath your shoulder. If you're a beginner, you're just going to step the foot to the outside of the hand, bring it back down. Knee is underneath the hip. Opposite side, foot steps outside the hand. So that's going to be level 1. Get in where you fit in. Don't rush forward too quickly because you can jack yourself up, right? So listen to your body. Make sure your head is not bobbing all over the place. Pull your chin in and line it with your spine. Level 2, extend your legs, tuck your hips. We're not in downward dog, so tuck your hips under. Activate your core and your scapula by pressing your hands and your body away from the floor. Right foot steps outside the right hand. Push that back heel to the back wall so you can feel a big stretch inside of your hip. Step center, opposite side. Push that back heel to the back wall. Squeeze your glutes so you feel a deep stretch in your hip. Core is also activated. Keep pressing your hands into the floor. Press the body away from the floor. Center, more to tempo. So this is 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Hold it a little bit. Big stretch. 5, 6, 6. Pull the belly button in. 7, 7, 8. Hold it. Push that heel to the back wall. Feel the stretch in the hip. This is dynamic stretching. 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Come to all fours. Take a moment. Sit, if you can, on your, bring your glutes to your heels. You might need to open your feet a little bit so you can get a nice stretch in the front of your ankle. Come back, walk onto your hands a little bit. Take your hips, tuck them under, squeeze your glutes. You're gonna feel a big stretch in the front of your thighs. This is actually good to release your knees. The knees is not a muscle, the knees are a joint. All right, rest for a second. Roll your wrists out and your palms roll in the opposite way. Squeeze your hands to a fist and then open. Good again, walk onto your hands, tuck your hips under, push your hips forward, squeeze your glutes. Feel that nice stretch in the front of the thighs. Come back onto all fours. All right, so our next movement pattern, again, tuck your hips under. So if you are a beginner, you're gonna simply tuck your hips under, raise your knees just a little bit, step out, back to the center, step out, back to the center. If you need to rest in between, drop your knees down to the floor. Level 2, extend your legs, right? Press your hands into the floor, activate your scapula, out, out, in, out, in. Make sure your midsection is not sagging. Tuck your hips under, in, out, in. Level 3, tuck your hips under. Press your hands into the floor. So here's your shoulder blades or your scapula. That's what you want to activate. Here, you're going to jack. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next movement pattern. So your superset, again, spreading your fingertips and your palms, pressing your hands into the floor. Level 1, knee underneath the chest. Tap the toe, bring it right underneath, stretching your lower back, activating your core. Bring it underneath. All right, level 2, tap, tap. Number 3, it's going to take it to tempo. So get in where you fit in. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go right back to that little jack. So modify. Again, lift your knees just a little bit. Out, in. You can make it tiny. Next level. Here, out, in. Out, in. Next level, jack it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a minute, roll the wrists out for a second. Spread the fingertips. So at no point are we sagging down here. Press your hands into the floor. Press a little bit more. Activate your scapula. Tuck the hips under. Draw your belly button in. Take your mountain climbers. Here's level 1. Or get in when you fit in. Level 2. Level 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One more time. Sit onto bring your glutes to your heels. If you need to open up a little bit wider, you can do that. Even if you can only sit for a couple of seconds. Sit down for a minute. You want to get a nice stretch here. Come onto your hands. Back it up. So big stretch here in the front of your ankle. Tuck your hips under. Squeeze your glutes. So tuck your hips under. You're going to feel a nice big stretch in the front of the thighs. Good. Drop your hips and glutes down one more time. Push it up. See if you can come onto one elbow. Oh. Woo. That's a deep stretch. Just a little bit. And then come up. Sit all the way up. A little bit of hip mobility. So open your feet a little wider than the hips. So what's the difference between mobility and flexibility? Mobility falls under flexibility, but flexibility is a lot of stretching. Though, as we become very, very tight, or we have repetitive movement patterns, or as we're doing a computer, we start to get hunched over and everything gets tight. So, for example, my shoulder is inside of the socket. Ideally, it should be able to travel a full range of motion, but as it gets impinged, it can't travel as far. So if you have a shortened range of motion and then you go to pick up weights, you are likely going to get injured. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So the hips, we want to be very mobile. Thumbs, we want very mobile. Shoulders, humerus, inside of this socket, we want it very mobile, not impinged and shortened, right? There we go. So we're going to work on hip mobility. So drop both knees over to the side, right? Come back center, drop it to the side. So this, you're not going to get in the machine. You'll notice also one side is a little bit tighter than the other. So to be able to move pain-free, also to notice imbalances that we have in the body, mobility exercise is a key. Oh. And drop it over side to side. Good. What you're going to add to this is extend your arms up nice and straight. Extend them up nice and straight. And drop them over to the side. Good. Drop it over to the side. So stay right here in this mermaid position. See if you can decline down to one elbow. So I'm going to feel a big stretch on this side, which is great for the knees. Whew. So if I try to push my hip forward, if I squeeze my glute, that's going to help me to open up my hip joint. The hip joint is flexed too much. Flex means this hip joint is closed from sitting down too much. So push your hip joint forward. Ooh, that's a big stretch. I can feel that all the way in my here, and then inguinal crease up into the psoas and all the way down the front of the leg. Ooh, drop your hip and glute down again. Push it forward. Squeeze the glute so you can open up the hip. Ooh, that's intense. A little bit more extra. You can stretch out, pull up and out of the hip by extending the arm up. Good. Opposite side. So you're going to take your mermaid position on the opposite side. See if you can decline. So listen to your range of motion. One side of the body may be a lot tighter than the other. Come down onto your elbow. Take your hip and push it forward. Squeeze your glutes. Feel the stretch there. If you want to, you can extend your arm up. Ooh, drop the hip and glute down. Again, squeeze your glute. Push that hip forward. We want to open up the hip joint. Ooh, so this is tight. This is also going to affect your lower back. Good. Flip over onto your back. We're going to take a quick set of bridges to reverse crunch. So your palms are down. If you want to do just a little bit more challenge, take away a little bit of stability here, because sometimes people have a tendency to grip the mat. You can take your arms, place your arms 90 degrees, right? So like in the walls of Kemet, aka Egypt. So everything is down on the floor from here. Press your hips up to the ceiling. Think of putting your hips on the ceiling and also squeezing my glutes. If you open your knees at the top a little bit, that's going to give you more access to the glutes. So from here, exhale, press it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is great for your back. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10, all the way up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the contraction. Hold it up. Flutter, squeeze the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and relax. Palms down. So you're going to reverse crunch. Roll your knees into your chest. Now, when you extend the legs out, they can be up high. You want to glue the lower back. If I have an arch, if my lower back is popping off the floor, that's no bueno. That means you're compromising your back. So waist beads, pubic bone goes towards your face, right towards your nose. So roll up and then extend. So you can extend high, but keep that lower back. Push down to the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, roll it up a little bit more, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. For a little bit more challenge to target your obliques. Open the legs a little bit wider. From here, extend. And 2, you're going to feel your obliques a little bit more. So make sure your lower back stays glued to the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move the waist beads. 9, 10, 10, 9. Roll it up. 8. Up a little bit more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, and 1. A little more core. So now we have reverse crunch, bow and arrow. One knee is going to come in a little bit closer. Both goes out. One knee comes in a little bit closer. Both go out. So tuck your pelvis again. Listen to your breath. So right knee comes in closer, and then left knee comes in closer. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. This is more challenging. 4, 5, 5, 6. Let your neck rest. 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. Extend. 9. Lower back is pressed to the floor. 10 and 10. Let's take a couple of hollow holds. So yeah, your neck muscles are getting worked in the hollow hold. So to protect and take some stress off the neck, you're gonna again tuck the pelvis, waist beads, or your pelvis goes in the direction of your nose. Palms are down. Pick the legs up, 45 degrees. So give yourself enough space to extend your arms. Raise your head, neck, and shoulders off the floor. So curl the chin into the chest. Good. Extend the arms and the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, if you just did core work, which we just did before, you're going to feel a little bit pre-exhaust in contrast to if you didn't do any exercises. So again, you're going to place the legs 45 degrees. Curl your chin into the chest. Extend the arms and the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and rest. We'll take one more hollow hold. Again, tuck your pelvis. Lower back should be glued to the floor. So we don't care how far low you go. You care that your lower back stays connected to the floor. So curl your chin into your chest. Lift the shoulders off the floor. Extend the arms and the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my God. That's burning. So cross your legs at the ankles. Roll up onto your glutes. Come up. So Roll, come onto your knees, and then uncross, and then come up. So we want to do a lot of movement patterns that respect our ability to get up and down off of the floor. That's very important in functional movement, right? So you don't need assistance getting out of a chair. A lot of these things, grip strength, balance, we're losing them imperceptibly without realizing it the more that we're sitting down. All right, so next movement pattern. You can use your body weight. You can use a water bottle. You can use 2 light water bottles, or you can use a medicine ball. So if we are using just our body weight, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate, right here. So you can do like, rotate your hand to the outside of the knee. When I rotate, both legs rotate. I'm going to squeeze my glute so that I can open my hip joint, and I want my arms to go straight up. So I also feel a nice stretch here. So if you're just starting, just your body weight. Otherwise, grab 2 water bottles in your hands, keep the water bottles together, or a light medicine ball. But again, do it first with body weight. First, listen to your inhale and your exhale. So rotate, right up. 2, 3, take your time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Next movement pattern. So getting the body warmed up with functional movement. Your feet are pointed straight ahead. Feet are open a little bit wider than the hips. So excuse me, plant. Drop your hips and glutes backwards. Tap the ball or your fingertips or the 2 water bottles down to the floor. You're going to travel the length of your mat. Stand, press your arms straight. 2 and 3. Back down. 1, 2 and 3. Again. 1. Exhale up. 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, and 3. Toes pointed straight ahead again. 1, 2, 3. Drop the seat down. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Pick it up. 1, 2, and 3. So if you're just getting moving, don't sleep. That's why I said you don't have to go with a heavy medicine ball. You can just use your body weight. Take a quick sip of water. Whew. So we already got the core engaged. Let's take the hips and open the hips with functional movement. So think about the movements that you want to be able to do when your hair is silver and white, to defend yourself, to not have to get things cut and replaced with metal. So I'm a big fan of functional movement. I get the machines, but I wasn't born inside a machine. And also your body is portable. So hands up, guard your face, guard your body, find a target. Think of kicking over a tall person's head. So you may find that your hips are tight, and also glute medius is going to be working. Listen to your inhale and your exhale. So exhale, today I'm use a foam roller. You don't have to use anything. You can use a short box, a little stool, or a chair. External rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Commercial break. Commercial break. So our commercial break, level 1, is alternate step back. Just your body weight. Make sure that your back knee is never slamming down into the floor. Level 2, nice and soft. Be here, right here, right here. So that's level 2. Level 3, take your time. Make sure you have enough space. This is not enough space. Make sure you have enough space between the 2 legs. So starting on one side, soft, gentle like a cat. Switch. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5. Internal rotation. So that's enough to get your thighs and your glutes nice and warm. Internal rotation. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So it's my birthday month. So there's a sock passe challenge going on. Sock passe in particular by Crossfire. So if you have your pedometer on, my silver foxes, my mommy out there, put your pedometer or your tracker on, and you got to get your steps. So if you have your silk or your sock passe on, get your steps in. So I made mention yesterday, sock passe challenge. The winners are going to get personal training, and they're going to get invited to my classes, my living foods preparation class. So there'll be 3 winners. I'm announcing at the end of May. So it's the month of my birthday. My birthday is in about maybe 9 days or so. So the sock passe challenge. You cannot be in a stinking thinking mood when you are huffing and puffing from exercise. So again, you can go here, nice and easy, and here. That's level 1. Take your appropriate level, or 2, soft, 3, 4, 5. Woo. Side kicks, so the same leg working glute medius. So over time, your legs should open up more. We don't walk this way, so a lot of times there are muscle groups that are being left out. Listen to your breath. Hands up, working obliques, glute medius. 1, 2. Now the top part of your foot is what will be making contact with your target. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to take a quick little push-up break. Working on our upper body strength. Wipe the face off. So push-ups. They could be kneeling or full. So if they're kneeling, you're going to tuck your hips under, draw your belly button in. Knees are together. Walk the knees slightly in back of the hips. You're going to spread the fingertips, elbows angled backwards. The eye angle of the eye of your elbow is angled backwards. And you're going to bend and straighten at the elbows. So make sure the head is not going down first and you're not humping the floor. If you've been moving with me longer, see if you can take the first 5 or 8 repetitions full and then drop down to your knees. So do however you can do, even if it's 2, go for good form. So use your breath, tuck the hips under, take your appropriate level. Here we go. And add your scapula at the top. That makes it a little more challenging. But you're adding in shoulder stability. 3, down, excellent. 4, these are challenging. Down, excellent. 5, down, excellent. 6, down, excellent. 7, down, excellent. 8, squeeze your glutes, down, excellent. 9, that makes it more challenging. Down, excellent. And 10, drop your knees if you need to. Keep going, knees and back of the hips. Squeeze your glutes and your thighs. Down, excellent 1. Down, excellent 2. Then excellent 3. One with the chest. Then excellent 4. Then excellent 5. Then excellent 6. Then excellent 7. Then excellent 8. Oh, gosh. Then excellent 9. Then excellent 10. If you need to stop there, stop there. Otherwise, keep going. Then excellent 1. Then excellent 2. Then excellent 3. Then excellent 4. Oh, so see. Then excellent 5. Then excellent 6. Squeeze your glutes. Then excellent 7. Then excellent 8. Then excellent 9. Then excellent 10. Sit your glutes back to your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Come up onto the pads of your fingers. Open your elbows out to the side. Feel a stretch on your back. So coming right down to your stomach, we're going to work on our spinal erector muscles for our posture. So you're laying face down on the floor. Face down on the floor. So today, this is so important. A lot of us have a lot of pain a lot of times in the medial part of the scapula, right? So my head here, this is shortening my neck. This is not a long spine. So I actually want to look straight down and try not to curl the head, right? I'm going to open my arms into a letter Y. My thumbs are pointed up to the ceiling. So tuck your hips under, right? Even though I'm laying down, I'm going to pull my belly button away from the floor. Point your toes, engage your glutes, lift the front of your thighs off of the floor, and you're going to raise up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Movement number 2, excuse me, plant. Palms face down. Again, point your toes, tuck your hips under, pull your belly button away from the floor. Point your toes, raise the front of the thighs off of the floor, looking straight down. Raise the torso, squeeze the elbows behind you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and little rest. You're going to take that first part of that movement pattern again. Make a nice letter Y. Thumbs point towards the ceiling. So the neck is nice and long at the spine. Point the toes. So first pull the belly button away from the floor. Point the toes. Squeeze the glutes. Raise the front of the thighs off the floor. Raise the torso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. Come onto your knees. Sit your glutes back to your heels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Come up onto your fingertips. Open the elbows out to the side. Feel a nice stretch on your back. Then again, sit up. See if you can open a little bit wider. Bring your glutes to your heels. Lean back, come onto your hands. Tuck your hips under. Squeeze your glutes so you can get a nice stretch in the front of the thighs. Push your hips forward. So today is not as intense. A little bit of a slower workout on the recovery. Drop your hips down again. Push your hips toward the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes. All right, tuck your hips under. Right, so already my legs feel more open. Good. Cross your feet at the ankles. You're gonna roll on your glutes. Come to your knees. Uncross, and then stand. So it's good for us to practice getting up and down off of the floor without any assistance, right? This is health insurance. Your food and your movement practice is your health insurance. All right, let's grab our ball again. So if you don't have the ball, again, you can use your body weight. You can use, let me show you. My mother would say I can show you better than I can tell you. So you can use 2 small water bottles, right? 2 water bottles. They can even be smaller than this. You can use 2 water bottles, or you can use a gallon size. So you don't want to give yourself excuses not to move. This is not the season. This is not the time to be giving yourself excuses. They're valid excuses. I'm not telling grown folks what to do, especially if you're not paying. But this is not that season. Not that season. So let's say my YouTube family. So we're going to travel the length of the mat. I'm big advocate of mastering your space wherever you pay rent and you pay mortgage. So your feet are open, widen and hip distance apart. You can use your body weight, belly button drawn in. Drop your hips and glutes parallel to the floor. So sit it down. You're traveling the length of your mat. You're going to exhale, press it up. Elbows go straight. 1, tap it down. 2, and 3. Toes pointed straight ahead. 1, 2, and 3. Again. Tap it down, press it up. 1, 2, use your breath. 3, 1, belly button drawn in. 2, and 3 again. 1, 2, 3 is getting challenging. 1, 2, and 3 again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One more time. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh my gosh. And 3. Ah, Dios mío. Listen, knees to the chest. So you put in the chat, how hard are you working? On a scale of 1 to 10. This is just your own body weight. So I like to be efficient because you only have but so much time. You're lucky if you have 20 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour tops to move. So if you're moving at home, the time you would have spent traveling to and from the gym, got that out of there, you can transfer that to time spent preparing your healthy food for yourself. So if you need a calendars, accountability tools work. You can download a free positive accountability calendar on BODYCULINARY.com. All right, so external hip rotation. Let's take this other way. So we're gonna go out, in. So out, I'm using the foam roller so you can see. Out, in. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So why are you pushing heavy weight around if you can't manipulate your own body weight, right? So it's good to do functional movement so you can see if you have any impingement, any shortened range of motion before you start picking up heavy weights. Sit your hips, glutes parallel to the floor. If you are Silver Fox at home, you can use a chair or a box, and you can sit your hips and glutes. You can let it touch the box briefly. Elbows are in. Fingertips point up toward the ceiling. You're going to exhale, stand, and just press. You can press just your body weight or the 2 light water bottles, or if you're more advanced with me, the gallon water bottle, or you can graduate to 5, 10, up to 20 pounds, but that's later. Too much too soon, you're going to jack yourself up. So don't let the ego take out the hose, right? So get in where you fit, and you can just press the arms up, stand, and toss it up. 1, squeeze your glutes as you come up. 2, 3, you gotta pay attention. Don't slam yourself in the face with the ball. So you got that? You turn around. So I'm not rude to the house guests. Elbows in, stand, toss it up. Right up. Exhale up. Then take it up. Thighs, glutes, core, arms. Getting worked efficiently. I like to move efficiently. Because then we got so much time. We got to get out into the garden. We got stuff to do. We got business to take care of. Exhale up. Exhale up. So shout out to my Brooklyn massive. Mabijan massive. Release massive. Exhale. Press it up. Where my garden is at? Where my early risers? Exhale. Press it up. Deep breathe. 2. Oh, Dios mío. And 1. Woo! Ah, Dios mío. Other side. External, internal rotation. So you can use a chair, the foam roller. I really like to make use of the things that you've already spent your money on, right? Because we have a habit of keep buying more stuff from the discount store, clutter, more hair bobbles. We have more clothes we will ever use. So how about repurposing some stuff? All right, here we go. 1, 2, you're gonna open up the hips. 3, you're also using your core. 4, 5, natural bodies matter. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So are you looking forward to the next phase of life? Are you? I want to enjoy my time in my human suit. So my birthday approaches in 9 days. I can do something special every birthday. So let's take a quick set of star jacks. So you can be here, level 1, or you can here, step, step. Try to get the arms straight. Next level, step, step. Landing, step, step. Or next level, here, soft, 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 gentle, easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Placing hands in prayer position. Pressing hands together. Press the knees open. Feel that big stretch. Woo, in the groin area. Press it open. If you need to come up for a minute, come up. We're going to extend one arm. So, let me adjust this little camera. Just in case anybody decides to move with me before breakfast. So, coming down nice and easy. So, if you're here, open up your chest. Right? You don't want to be rounded. Open up the chest. Hands in prayer position. Press the knees open. Feel if your hips are tight. Palm down. Extend one arm. Palm down. So you're going to feel a stretch all the way along the side of the body. Woo. Hands back in prayer position. Opposite side. Oh. Woo. Woo. Breathe into that stretch. Hands in prayer position. Press the knees open one more time. And extend. It's functional movement. Notice where you feel the tightness. Hands in prayer position. Press this open. Palm down and extend. We don't need perfection. We just need to get started. Pressing hands into the floor. Press your legs straight. Grab the opposite elbows. Let yourself sway and swing. Stomach muscles are drawn into your spine. You feel a big stretch here in the back of your hamstrings. Roll up. That should be the last thing to roll up. It's not too bad, right? Functional movement. Let's take it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shall we take another star jack? Nice and easy, nice and easy. So again, you can be here or here, step, step, or soft, step, step, or just fully jack it out. So make sure your hips and glutes go back and parallel to the floor. Take your appropriate level. Allow yourself to grow. Go for long term. Otherwise, you'll do 2 or 3 weeks and you'll fizzle out. You want longevity. You'll be very protective of your joints. Belly button's drawn into the spine. So again, take your appropriate level. Step, step, or here. Step, step, or so try to straighten out the arms if you can. Try to straighten out the elbow joint. Listen to your inhale and your exhale. Whew. Drop it like it's hot. Whew. And sit right here, hands in prayer position, press the knees open. Extend one arm, palm down. Good, hands in prayer position, press the knees open. Come up if you need to for a minute, rest and come back. And extend. Good, hands to the floor. Good, press up, grab opposite elbow, should sway. So it's a nice active recovery workout today, roll up. Some people say workout, I prefer to say your personal movement practice because it's personal. Not everybody can do everything. You can really drive yourself crazy comparing yourself and actually paralyzing yourself into inactivity by comparing yourself with other people on the internet. I think it's like I'm not thinking the other day, social media illness. There's a social media illness, but we're going to say the positivity. All right, so let's grab the ball one more time because we like to get a lot done at one time efficiently. Natural bodies matter. Feet open a little bit wider than hip distance. A BBL naturally is a toned muscle. You need your glutes to help you get out of harm's way. You need them to fire so you can sprint. If your glutes are not active, your back is doing the work of your glutes. So that's debilitating back pain. All right, here we go. So open the feet wider than hip distance. Your toes pointed straight ahead. Make sure they're not here. Toes are pointed straight ahead. Drop your hips and glutes parallel to the floor. So this can be your hands or light water bottles or the gallon water bottle or the 12 or the 20. Do not go with the ego. That's why I don't like to tell people to wait because the ego, let me go do the 20. You're going to jack yourself up. And it won't be on me. That'll be on you and your ego. All right. So press it up. One, drop your hips and glutes down. You're going to travel the length of your mat. Right back down. Exhale up. Good. Again. Woo. Step it out. One. Two. All the way up. Elbows go straight. Press it up. And press again. Drop your glutes and hips parallel to the floor. They have to be parallel to the floor or whatever your range of motion is. Again, drop it like it's hot. Next one, press it up. Use me again. Use your breath. This is why I love functional movement. Again. Oh gosh. Woo. One more time. Drop it down and press it up. One. Two. Three. One. Oh, Dios mío. Two. Oh, Dios mío. Scale of 1 to 10. All right, let's take a little bit more legs, a little more core, and then we get about making our food for the day. All right, where's your water? Where your water? So 20 ounces is our standard over here in this little corner of the universe. Get some water, get your bubbly. Oh, where my niece is at? Good morning, good morning. Adams, Marlene, and Gigi and now, and all you folks over on Instagram. Natural bodies matter. Are you going to be able to enjoy yourself in your movement? So you know wrinkles are coming for everybody, right? I'm over here doing all these living foods and fitness. Wrinkles come, man. This is causing mental, emotional stability. All right, so why our heart rate is recovering? Question. Why we spend all of this money on all these creams, Le Man cream, $100, $200 creams, and then put a whole bunch of salt, devitalized, foods devitalized to the point we took all the nutrients out of it. Still got some calories in it. Still got it. That's my Ebonics. But you totally devitalize all the medicine out of it. The food you're eating is drying you out. But then you spend for $100, $200 cream. Does that make sense to you? That doesn't make not one iota of sense. But I'm thinking like my grandma would. So real, simple, easy. You don't have to tell folks what to do, but this is not the season to do it doesn't work. Getting up early works. Eating your own food works. Eating your own food, it works. All right, let's take a little bit more of legs. Right, natural bodies matter. You want to keep the tetas, tumor, and growth free. Your glutes are helping you to fire to get the hell out of Dodge in case you need to give somebody a spiritual behind whooping. All right. So my right leg is my standing leg. If you need to pause in the center, you can come right here. I'm going to step back. I'm using my arms and my breath to help me to drive the knee up. You got that? Where my roadies at? I know one of my roadies is traveling today. So shout out to all my early risers. So get in that split stance position. Try to tuck your hips under. My thigh glute are getting the work. I'm also pumping my arms, getting cardio at the same time. Here we go. 1. You can tap the toe if you need to. 2. Or drive it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Only 5 push-ups. Only 5, only 5, only 5. I'm not greedy, right? Coming down. They can be kneeling. If they're kneeling or whatever, full. Squeeze your badukas. Squeeze your glutes so you can activate your core. So if you're here, tuck your hips under and squeeze, right? And add your scapula at the top. I don't care about 100 reps. We want good form and shoulder stability. Use your breath. Here we go. Add the scapula at the top. Down, exhale up. 2. Down, exhale up. 3. Down, exhale up. 4. Down, exhale up. 5. Let's take that other leg. All right, set it up. Natural bodies matter. Folks got us all twisted out. Paying a good money, giving ourselves all kind of scarring, and our bodies rejecting itself. I don't know. Here we go. 1, 2. You can tap if you need to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. 5 push-ups. They can be kneeling or full. We don't care. Just go for good. You can do 2. Do more. Do it with good form. Spread your fingertips. Press your hands into the floor. Index finger, pinky, and thumb. Activate your scapula. Get in when you fit in. Use your breath. Squeeze your butt cheeks. I gave too many hot peppers. Down, excellent 1. Add the scapula at the top. That might make it a little more challenging. We'll look at quality. Down, excellent 3. Down, excellent 4. Down, excellent 5. Let's take those legs again. Think of what you are focusing on. What are you trying to let go of? What are you trying to work on, work through, let go of? Your movement practice is a fantastic analogy for life. Are you going to stop? You're going to fizzle out after the momentary enthusiasm? No, you're going to finish with the same focus and enthusiasm you started with. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 push-ups. Cut it up to bite-sized pieces. Tuck the hips under. Go for quality. Press your hands into the floor. Spread the fingertips. Press the body away from the floor. They can be kneeling. They can be 2 reps. We don't care. Just go for the good form. Add the scapula at the top. Here we go. Down, exhale up 1. Down, exhale up 2. Down, exhale up 3. Down, exhale up 4. Down, exhale up 5. Other leg. Woo. Wrap your mind around it. Here's where we focus on Harriet Tubman. You think she was fizzling out? I don't think so. Use your breath. 1, we don't need perfection. 2, 3, we need consistency. 4, 5, I know I do. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost done. 12, 13, 14, and 15. 5 push-ups. I feel some here. Tuck your head to the belly button to the spine. Add your scapular retraction. Down, exhale up. 1, add the scapula at the top. Down, exhale up 2. Down, exhale up 3. Down, exhale up 4. Just me. Down, exhale 5. You got one more set of legs. Woo, child. Woo, earn your meals, child. Earn your meals. Y'all know we be eating too much, even as a vegan vegetarian. The labels, we be ego tripping. Woo. Here we go. One more set. Last set is the best set. Last set is the best set. That's for your mental. Last set is the best set. Refresh your mind. Refresh your mind. Wrap your mind around it. Harriet's waiting for you right over here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Let's go right to the other side. Whew. Are you dripping with sweat yet? Are you sweating off the stinking thinking? Tuck your hips under, belly button drawn into the spine. Use your breath. Listen to your own breath. Be present in your own body instead of the movie screen in your mind. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 push-ups. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. This is the cleanse right here. Everybody's buying cleanser kit. This is your on-court cleanser kit. Pump your lymphatic system. One more. Tuck the hips under. You can be kneeling. That's fine. Spread the fingertips. You're going to add the scapular retraction at the top. Perfect time to consider. Just consider going natural. I'm just saying. I can appreciate a pixie cut too, but who's trying to do all of that work? Tuck your hips under. Here we go. Down. Exhale up 1. Add your scapula at the top. Down, exhale up 2. Down, exhale up 3. Down, exhale up 4. Down, exhale up 5. 4. All right. Wow, we're doing great on time. So we're going to add a quick set of Harriet squats and stretch. And we'll be out of here in time to go make some green juice. Out to be guided. So quick set of Harriet squats. Send you all for warm positive vibrations. So Harriet squats. Why do I call him Harriet? Y'all don't know who Harriet Tubman is? Y'all don't know who Harriet Tubman is by now? All my folks that know me, my Irish comrades, my Jewish folks, my Indian guests. I train people from around the world. I know, and I want to plan it for it. What are you here for? All right, so hips and glutes are going parallel to the floor. We're going to drive the knee up. We're mastering using our own body weight. You're in your own house. You pay rent or mortgage. Maximize the space. Take your hips and glutes parallel to the floor. So I invite you to make your movement practice the best part of your day. I'm not even kidding. The best part of your day. Not for your spouse, not for your children, not for your job. This is for you. If you're not putting in time for you, what are you working hard for? Why are you here? This is working on your mental toughness, mental resilience. Demonstrate to yourself the ability to transmute negative thoughts, looping old memories that's in the past. It's a moving meditation. Listen to your inhale and to your exhale. If the muscles are burning, we can live with that. Joints, if you feel pain in the joints, back off. But if the heart is pumping, now if your heart rate is 90 something, take a minute, lift your knees to your chest. But muscles burning, we can live with the muscles burning, right? Just ask Harriet. All right, hips and glutes back parallel to the floor. You're going to drive the knee up. All right, my heart rate right now is 64%. That means I'm not doing much of anything. Ready? Drive it up. 1. Sit it down. 1. 2. Harriet squats in the house. 3. Make your own party. 4. Celebrate my birthday. 5. Stop passe. 6. 7. 8. Just getting started. 9. 9, refresh your mind. 10, sit it down. 10, don't rest on your thighs. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, sit it down, 24, 25, 25, hold it, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, legs are burn. All right, I think we deserve a little more core. And we stretch. Get ready for the garden. So you can use your towels or 2 dish towels, 2 paper plates from Pathmark or from discount store, or you can use your expensive $30 sliders from Amazon. I don't care. Or you can just use your toes and tap it out. So modification would be your normal mountain climber. Spread the fingertips. Press your hands into the floor. Notice if you have undigested food in your tummy from last night. Don't feel no shame. Just notice without judgment. Like, dang, does it really feel that good? All the extra food? In the long term, it don't feel that good. Ask me how I know. So, bring the knee underneath the chest, tap the toe, place it back down. Put a cushion underneath your knees if you need to. That's level 1. I'm sliding in my sweat. Level 2, grab your sliders, paper plates, your 2 dish towels. Try not to slide too much on the floor so you can get a firm grip with your toes right in the center of the plate. Press your hands, so we're always activating the scapula. It's under. You're going to slide. Why don't you slide? All right, so knee to the chest, knee to the chest, knee to the chest, knee to the chest. 2, 3, 4. You can tap it out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh my God. Hip flexors are working, core is working. I might be a little bit pre-exhausted. I'm going to admit it. So I'm going to take a mental health break. Come right back. Again, re-engage your belly button to the spine. Pubic bone goes in the direction of your nose. Set it up again. Tap it out if you need to. Tap if you need to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. I'm fried. I'm tostitos. Let's stretch and get on the road. So this is all done before the sun came up. What y'all doing up this early? Who's the early risers in the house? If you need extra cushion for your knees, you can use, I love to use garden pads. These are really inexpensive. And also you can keep your yoga blocks handy. So let's come into our lunge. If you need assistance with the yoga block, you can do that. So usually, look, my pelvis is all spilled forward. Tuck your pelvis under. Squeeze your natural glute, or whatever glute you have, it's yours. Tuck it under, squeeze that glute on the bottom side so you can start to feel the stretch in your head. It's usually closed down from sitting all day. So lunge forward, tuck it under, squeeze the glute for the stretch. Now try to squeeze the 2 legs together as if you have one mermaid leg or merman leg. Squeeze it. Now, your right fingertip, my right knee is down, right fingers are reaching for the ceiling, so I'm lifting up and out of the hip. Now reach your right fingertips over to the left side. Woo. Woo. Big stretch. Good. Now, take your hips backward, extend the front leg. So rather than round your back, Extend your chest forward, walk your hands forward, aim for grabbing the ankles, the calf, the ankles, or around the foot. Try to extend your chest forward, feel that big stretch in the back of the extended leg. Whew. Heart rate is coming down. Opposite side. So we have a kneeling position on the opposite side. Trying here a little bit. So we're lunging forward. Very easy for me to let my gut spill out all over the place. To tuck your hips under. So as soon as I tuck my hips under, I'm going to activate more stretch. My left knee is down, so squeeze your left glute. Now make the effort to squeeze the two legs together. Ooh, that's a deep stretch. Now left knee is down. Left fingertips reach for the ceiling. Ooh, lift up and out of your hips so you're not crunched up in there. Your elbow is straight. Reach your left fingertips for the right side. Woo. Now extend, reach your hips backwards, right? And extend, reach your chest forward, rather than round in the back. Walk your hands forward, reach out to the calf, the ankle, around the foot. And feel that stretch in the back of the extended leg as your heart rate continues to come down. And rest. This is totally optional. So working on Simone Biles or Mary Lou Retton, do just a modified, gentle stretch to the point of slight discomfort. So if I'm starting off in a lunge, slowly, this is optional. Don't force, you can skip this, right? So you don't have to come into a full split. This might be it right here for you, right? But all these things, the hips, the hamstrings, they're all affecting your back here. So plus you want a strong core, which is why we focus on core so much. But once you find the stretch to the point, slight discomfort, you're gonna rock side to side, back and forth. As you come forward, you can feel that tightness in the hip. Breathe into your stretch. Do not hold your breath. Slight discomfort. Slight. Breathe into your stretch. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Press your hands into the blocks so you can press yourself up and out. And over to the opposite side. So slowly, shimmy your back leg to the rear. Notice if one side is tighter than the other side, this side for me is tighter. You can take the blocks down. This side is much tighter. So once you find slight discomfort, you're going to rock side to side, back and forth. Breathe into your stretch. Do not hold your breath, but that's going to make your muscles tight and contract. So if you move forward a little bit, feel that deep stretch in your hip joint. Breathe into your stretch. Now press your hand into the blocks to come out. Oh, that feels good. So a little bit more for your back. A lot of core, a lot of back, a lot of hip opening. So my left leg is extended. You may be mirroring me. So that means for my toes pointed straight up. I want my headlights on my hips to face forward. So my right knee is bent. So I'm going to sandwich my right foot into my left thigh. Sandwich it. Square the hips off. Belly button drawn into the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands forward. Reach for the calf, the ankle, or around the foot. Reach your chest forward. Inhale. Then exhale. So the more I sandwich and press this foot into the thigh, I get a stretch around my hip and also start to travel to my lower back. Breathe into the stretch and send your chest forward. All right, so come down, switch sides. So now my right leg is extended, it's nice and active. My foot's pointed to the ceiling, left leg is bent. My left nice and active, my foot's pointed to the ceiling, left leg is bent. My left sandwich into my right thigh, square the hips off, belly button is drawn in to the spine to support your back. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands forward, reach for your calf, your ankle, or around the foot. Extend your chest forward and feel that deep stretch in the back of your hamstring. Notice you're going to feel a big stretch around the hip and glute on your bent leg, and that feels also good to your lower back. Breathe into the stretch. Good, and release. Let's take a moment. So you want a few minutes over to seal or ground your practice. So if your knees don't open all the way to the side, if you're very tight, you can use 1 or 2 yoga blocks. I'll just demo. Sit your butt up on the yoga blocks. So if you're sitting for relaxation, it's okay for meditation, you want to sit without your body being uncomfortable because then that's a distraction from relaxing. But also that can help you notice as you dial in, you get quiet, you can start to scan your body and see what's going on in your own human suit, right? So I'm going to seal your practice I invite you to set an intention for your day, how you would like to ideally respond to the triggers and the challenges that will be served to you on a slider, on a platter today. All for you. How ideally would you like to respond to those triggers? Keeping in mind that your emotional energy and your focus and tension are literally monetized on the internet and they're very expensive. They can deplete you. It can totally throw you off your focus. And sometimes that can take you into binging on junk food or alcohol, or you totally lose sight of your enthusiasm that you started the day with, which is why I love the early morning, because it's a time you can dive into your own onboard intelligence. So we're going to take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, right? Keeping in mind we want to expand the lungs, not through the throat, the lungs are down here within, right? And inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. And you're going to miss your breath. Notice the tempo of breath as it flows in and out of the body. Scan your body and see if your body feels more open than when you started. I invite you to bring your awareness to your toes, allow your big toes, your pinkies, your middle toes, the soles of your feet, the top of your feet, and your ankles become very heavy and sink down into the floor underneath you. Bring your awareness to your ankles, your shins, your calves, knees, and thighs. Allow them to become super heavy and grounded. Allow them to sink deeper into the floor underneath you. And on the lower back and your glutes, and your stomach muscles to soften and become heavy, slipping down into the floor underneath you. Your awareness to your stomach muscles and your belly button, allow them to soften. And your reproductive organs to relax safely nestled inside of your body. Allow your stomach and your torso and your chest to relax. Allow your heart rate to slow down even deeper. Allow your heart to relax, created safely inside of your body. Allow your fingertips, your palms, your thumbs, your wrists to become very heavy and sink in the direction of the floor. Allow your upper arms and your shoulders to relax. Allow your neck and your throat to soften, open, and relax. Allow your mid-back and your upper back and shoulders to soften in the direction of the floor. Notice as your ears are settling on the sides of your face, your tongue is settling inside of your mouth, and your eyes are softly inside the sockets. I invite you today to nourish yourself with the sights and sounds of nature, keeping this in warm. You can feel of sunshine on your skin. You can look at your face, and lay down next to your pet on the floor. Take your key and allow sunshine to hit your skin. You can go to a park or somewhere where you go to nature to remind yourself of your sacred time inside of your human suit. I invite you to feed yourself with peaceful fuel, the most colorful, beautiful, nutrient-dense, living water-filled, peaceful fuel that demonstrates that it loves you back. food that is kind to your arteries, your colon, your brain, food that is in alignment with your vision for your life. See if you can bring to your mind's eye something that you're grateful for. See if you can bring to your mind's eye something that brings joy and laughter to your face. I invite you to create a great day on purpose just because you said so. Feel free to share what you got from your heart rate monitor in the chat. If you're part of FlowerFit, if you're part of the FlowerFit community, you can feel free to share pictures of our healthy food, fruits and vegetables, and your workouts inside of the chat on FlowerFit. If you're interested in coaching, our coaching is every Sunday at 2 p.m. So we delve deep into education. If you're getting numbers, what are you supposed to do with the numbers? Somebody tells you have high blood pressure or diabetes. What are you supposed to do with your diet? How do you know how much food is too much? How much is too little? Whatever your label is, how do you know if you're getting enough nutrition? So we do comprehensive education, and it's actually a lot of fun, and it's a lot of learning on Sundays and a lot of positive accountability. Your body is a business, so I invite you to treat it like a business. We're going to keep the doors to this business open. We're going to keep it functional and enjoy our time in our human suit, right? This is our health insurance. Hopefully you are making regular deposits because health is cumulative and so is dis-ease. So we just finished 30 days of making live crackers and also sprouting, as well as delving deep into emotional and stress eating. So some of those, that coursework is going to be available on Body-Culinary. If you don't have the book already, please download, get your copy of Whole Living Foods in the Hood. Yes, in the hood, with menus to fit your budget. So those are sample budgets and shopping lists of what do you do with all that fresh produce? Because there are a lot of things people don't realize that you can eat living, right? You don't have to cook them. So whatever label you want to call yourself, who cares? It's really about your results. Whatever path you decide to go, it's a journey. So we don't need to shame ourselves or each other for where we are on our journey, right? It's really about our results. And you want to love your lifestyle. If you love your lifestyle, it's a no-brainer, right? So the workout is 5 a.m. Every morning. Usually, this is longer, so I like to do something special on my birthday. So usually I will rotate the warm-up portion of the exercise, of the movement practice, which is a workout in and of itself. If you follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, I will rotate that during the course of the week, Monday through Thursday. Friday is African dance with a teeny tiny touch of capoeira and sculpt. So that is my traditional movement practices, which are my favorite. That's Friday. That's donation based. So if you are interested in coaching and being about that lifestyle, and finding what you can do consistently and sustainably, right? You can master. If you got space for exercising that, and you can still give yourself excuses, because this would not be that season. I ain't telling you what to do. And it is totally possible to be healthy, even if you are you have a spending plan and you don't have to buy a whole bunch of processed food, right? If you're going to spend on all of those products, it makes sense to put healthy things inside the body, and you can make things that you enjoy. All right, so if you have questions for me, reach out to me at info@body-culinary.com. Reach out if you're interested in the FlowerFit community, where we share what we're doing in our garden, positive accountability for your workouts and your movement practice. Garden, movement, peaceful consumption. Create a great day on purpose. I'll see you soon. And the same thing goes to my YouTube family. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with somebody that could benefit. All right, see y'all soon.